Hi Royal Ones, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today's devotional is on ways to stay devoted. There is so much that competes for our time. We have our jobs, we have school, some of us are mommies and husbands and wives, and not to mention that good old social media, right? There's so many things that's competing for your time, but how much time do you commit to God? Like, truly think about it. How much time do you spend? There's 24 hours in a day. How much of that time is dedicated toward God? And how are you intentional about your relationship with Him? I'm going to give you a few pointers that that I do for myself to keep me committed, to keep me devoted. Number one, your delight has to be in the Lord. There has to be, you have to have that strong relationship. Having a relationship with God should be a joy for you. He says that if you delight in me, I will give you the desires of your heart. So there has to be that, I like Him. I love God. And I long to be in His presence. So there's nothing or no one that's going to stop me from getting my Jesus time in, right? Is setting aside your morning. Set an alarm clock a little bit earlier. And if you pray and ask God to, God, wake me up so that I can spend quality time with you before I start rushing out the house, before, the day hits and Monday mornings or whatever, give me that alone time with you, alone in your presence. And in that time, you can devote that time to praying, communicating with God, and not only just talking and asking, but actually allowing and listening to the voice of God to communicate back with you. In addition to praying, worshiping God. Just thanking Him and praising Him for who He is and what He's done. The psalmist said that when I think on the goodness of Jesus and all that He's done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. There's something inside of me that begins to rejoice when I think about you. So spending your morning times, prayer, worship, praise, reading your word. You can do all that in the morning. How about with your morning drive? I know in California, there's a lot of commuters, and you commute from one place to the next. Take that time to just unplug, play your worship music, listen to your favorite podcast of your favorite minister. That is more time that you can devote to God. During your workout, yes, that's right, during your workout, talking to God on the treadmill. And here's the big one, shutting down your social media. Lord, your word says in Joel chapter 2, there's so much that comes at us that competes for our God time. But in the end, does that even matter? How many likes, how many followers, all of these self-indulgences. So those are a few tips that I can give you on how you can stay devoted, how you can stay connected, and I guarantee you that you will begin to grow spiritually. Thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed week. God bless. Saturate and make us whole. Let our praise be your abode. Just